track it features, it's ridiculously good. But like the band would say, don't get it twisted. We have Blaizman in the building.
Yeah.
So, welcome to Galaxy today.
So good to be here, man. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You know, I like to start with what he's wearing. I mean,
Okay.
I said that Niger Delta.
He's always coming here too. I don't know why he's always intimidate us. The last time he was here, he wore just that he doesn't wear size 45.
But we can walk around it though. This one fits size 45.
So I have hope.
But you know, I like the combination. The
Thank
top
you.
looks like the Niger Delta thing,
That's
and
so
you have
nice.
the rugged jeans. And I'm wondering,
So.
artists, Sha, I don't know. As in, why must you have a feel of all these accessories?
Yeah, but it's not
and
so much now.
Yeah, it's
Just-
not so much. But
yeah,
it looks like it's what most of the
Because you
videos
posted
are
a video not too long some days back at on Instagram. You said something about less is more.
Yeah.
Keeping it simple.
Yeah, always simple.
Yeah. So why is that?
Simplicity.
Why is simplicity for you?
Because it's very quick to understand, very good to get the message I'm trying to pass, and I mean, how you want to take easy pass make it simple now.
Okay.
You know, so it's
Now
always
let's take
keeping
it
simple.
back to back in the day. I mean, you were a guy who worked with one of the leading telecommunication brands, and you left.
I take no this.
I
take no
Now
this.
you don't forget. You forget. You forget. So we don't G stand before.
Okay.
So you worked with, and you left.
Yeah, I
you didn't
did.
leave because you were sacked. You weren't sacked.
No,
You left
no.
because you had something you wanted to follow, and it looks like you're still in line of that business.
Yeah.
So let's go back to that. What made you feel music was going to be it for you?
Well, music for me has always been a platform I've always wanted to use to express myself. You know, so ever since since secondary school days and all, you know, I've always wanted to use music as a channel to express myself. You know, so along the line we found ourselves in the four walls of the university. We studied one course just to make some people happy, and also to make ourselves happy, at least to have a bright future for ourselves. You know, but you know, there's something about passion. You know, if you don't do it, it keeps coming back at you.
Yeah.
You know, so that is what still keeps me coming back to music. At that point, I needed to do something different. You know, because I needed new challenges, and music wasn't getting as much buzz as I needed from my brand. So instead of me just, you know, not doing what I'm supposed, I wasn't getting the buzz, you know, but I wasn't satisfied with where I was at that particular point in time. So that took me to doing some of those stuff, and yeah, I'm today back to my music.
Okay. 2017 was a great year for you, and you had lots of great outings. I just want to find out, you know, artists are starting out very well this year. One we just read, Wizkid and Dinner, they're set to perform in the United States. And in our pre-chat, you said you have plans in the offing for this month as regards to video. Tell us about it.
Yeah. Basically, I dropped a viral video, which is what you just heard. That's
What
not.
makes it viral? So what's for too many English? Viral video and the main video.
Is it that viral thing, Seth? Now, just whatever gets that much buzz online,
Yeah.
automatically becomes viral.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
You know, so if you do a material, perhaps it release a content that is perhaps, you know, channeled to the online community, you can as well call it a viral
So it's not the official
material.
video
That's
for
not the
that.
official video. You know, however, because of the quality of the song and the video itself, you know, we find a lot of stations already, you know, using the material, you know. But basically, going back to what you said about my plans for January, the plan for January is part of the plan for January is to get an official video for that particular song, and also I dropped an EP last year, and I also plan to, you know, drop like 2 videos from that EP, you know. So that's basically what I plan to do for the first quarter of this year. That's like, you know, from January to March.
Okay.
You know.
I hear a lot of artists say EP, and I'm wondering why not an album?
Well, there's a lot to releasing an album, and again nowadays, how many people they buy the album? So, you know, so you have artists releasing albums and going back again to release singles from that album they've already dropped. You know, because now because of the back again to that digital community again, you know, you find this material very, very accessible, you know. So it's not until I, you know, see, and again, how marketable are these albums that we, you know, that we bring out. So basically what the artists want to do is, because your fans are craving to get something from you, you know, and they're not ready, you know, it could be financially, mentally, or whatever, you're not ready to drop an album. The EP, that's an extended play, you know, it's like a material that you just, you know, give to your crowd for them to, you know, feel what you have, you know, what you're preparing, and perhaps what you know, intend to, you know, drop.
Okay, so I'm looking at it as, I know most albums come in hard copy. Is there a way you can do digital album where people can just go pick it up online, and instead of doing the hard copy thing, and of course maybe a way to combat piracy?
No, currently there are digital, I mean, there are digital sales of albums. You know, iTunes, you can sell your full albums on iTunes. You know, and some other digital companies, I wouldn't want to mention names now because they didn't pay for adverts. You know, but basically, there are some digital companies now that you can actually get artist album online. So it's not until you get the hard copy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Now let's talk about this this one we just watched, One Life JJ. What actually is the story, really? JJ for me is like it's easy.
Take it easy,
calm down, and all of that. So is it like we should try and take life easily this year? What exactly is your message there?
Well, I've going back to the brand Blaizman. I've said it on this platform before that music is a platform for me to express myself. And that particular song is part of the songs I released in the EP, you know. But I had to just do a video for you know, during that December period because of the Utah season and a lot of things that comes along with that season, you know. And economically, so many things are not, you know, going right now. You know, you have a lot of fightings here and there. I mean, you have a lot of youths not in school. You have, you know, so what best time would you want to preach JJ? Or what best time would you want to preach One Life? What best time would you want to preach dialogue and, you know, peace than, you know, a time like this, you know? So it's just the material I felt was needed for this particular time that we are as a nation and perhaps individuals.
Okay, so that's good to know. So you're saying that, are you saying we're going to be getting videos from the EP, or it's going to be different songs entirely this year?
Well, basically for the first quarter of this year, I'll be dropping videos from the EP and drop new singles, you know. But if you're going to see any visual from Blaizman from the first quarter, for the first quarter of this year, it's going to definitely be from the EP I dropped last year.
Okay, so I want to. Okay, you can go ahead.
Tell us about I know sometime in December I heard something on Like Christmas, which you had with YQ. Can you tell us about how it went?
Yeah, well, how it went.
How it was, rather. Sorry.
How it was. Oh, it was a good experience. I mean, always a good experience working with YQ. He's a very talented artist, a friend, you know. And Like Christmas is just a song that we just felt was necessary, because if I do something, let's say you asked for your, like this lovely cap you're wearing now, because I just, can I have your cap? No. If you told me, say no. I that, boy, if it's Christmas day, now you go give me this cap.
Yes.
The next you tell me now, every day now Christmas.
Okay.
So the question is, why can't we celebrate every day like Christmas? So the song is actually titled Like Christmas. It's not a song for Christmas Day specifically, but it's a song that would resonate even after Christmas. Like, okay, what if we should continue sharing this love like it's Christmas Day? What if I, you know, show love to you like it's Christmas Day? So what if we, you know, that's basically what the song is about.
Okay, I like the way you make it easy. Like, I'll just drop videos, we drop songs, and it feels like it's easy. But I know it takes quite a couple of things to arrive at that. Can you take us through the journey of writing, producing, and bringing out the video?
Well, it's a long process, you know. But the thing is, whatever is going to come out well, it doesn't come easy. Anything good doesn't come easy, you know. So it's expected, you know. However, a lot of personally, even from writing the song, I already have an idea of how I want the visual expression of the song to be, you know. So even after recording and I decide to shoot the video, it's quite easy for me to work with the director on how I want the direction to be. However, the expertise of the director would definitely not be neglected, you know. But from my own hand, it's just left for me to come out with as good a content as I can, you know, come out with. And as I'm writing the song, I have a direction, and when the time comes for the video, we'll just trick it together and see how we can come up with something nice.
Okay, speaking about direction, do you have plans on working in the international direction this year?
International direction.
Yes, in terms of international features and collaborations. Yeah.
If they come for us now, we'll work with them.
Why don't you go for them?
But the thing is, but the thing is, I always like to. Of course, I'm open for that. I'm actually looking forward to that. Okay. But the thing is, I try as much as possible to monopolize my space. Okay. To try as much as I can to be relevant in my local setting. If we don't capture that one, then we can then, take it
go international.
Go international. However, you can never tell anything if it happen at any time, and it's always a welcome.
Well, I like that. Okay, now that we see that a whole lot of artists are not just doing music alone, they are doing other things. For you, what are the other legitimate business?
Legit.
Yes. You see that some other artists doing legit business. I don't understand that question.
What I'm saying.
That question.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Emphasis on legit.
Yes. I mean, people have, the way consumers behave now. They just think, aside of this song, you like say get some one corner thing. But I'm just saying that I know you guys can do legitimate business. I mean, there are a whole lot of actors and actresses who are into clothing line, shoe lines, and everything. So, but for you, because see that music is demanding and the market is saturated, what other things? Which other way? I mean, which other means do you make cash from?
Well, basically, obviously, I'm not making that much cash yet from music.
Okay.
And when you say other artists, the kind of business we do is a showbiz business, not show business. So it's just important for you to look good. There's no excuse. Your fans don't want to know if that is just your area. You just want to work out from here, go that side. You have to be on point. So it is allowed. Whichever way we want to take drum. Just be as much as you can presentable as you want your brand to be represented. Having said that, that's why I've always loved to preach education. It doesn't mean going to the four walls of if you did for your house, educate yourself. I'm a certified brand communication specialist. So I actually worked in that. I actually worked in a sector that allowed me to practice that for years. So I'm still doing that for some brand. I'm still doing that for my colleague in the music business. So it's. And the business is a revolving business, it's basically digital marketing. So from it they move, no go inside that.
I knew.
More just talk about music,
Okay.
But that's why I do, I do digital marketing.
You seem to be a very fashionable person. Are you looking in that direction? Are you already in that direction?
I'm a photo model in my mind. But basically, I love fashion. I love to look good, and I'm seriously thinking in the line of make somebody just come help me. In that line.
That's so good.
All right, so he's asking for help, and he needs to be helped in the line of costuming and making his own clothing line. Very soon we'll be wearing Blaizman's couture. All right, still Galaxy today. We're taking yet another song from Blaizman. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back. You just watched Grace by B Blend. We still have Judge Blaizman with us here in the studio.
Like seriously, Justin, not everybody uses their name.
I'm sorry, I'm always doing that.
But sincerely, why would you use Blaizman?
That's the finish.
That's it.
It can be familiarity.
But no, wait. Let's talk about how did you come about doing Blaizman?
Blaizman. Blaizman. Blaizman is a statement.
Okay.
It's an acronym for a motivational statement for me and everybody out there that is listening right now. It's actually black is a zealous man. That is what Blaizman stands for. And that is like part of my story, in music. I grew up in an environment where things were not really happening. Things not really, that kind of music. So you guys open one person window just to watch Nigeria match, you can't have, things were not happening, but at that particular point in time, I told myself, things can actually change. I can be who I want to be, academically, you know, even with my passion, music and all, you know. So at that point, I needed a name that could be meaningful, and you can also, you know, create some sort of controversy, and also perhaps resonates in everybody's mind, you know. So Blaze came to mind then, you know, but you know, we had a whole lot of artists, you know, with that name then, and it wasn't really that meaning I wanted from that name wasn't really captioned in that. So I just needed to, you know, make it Blaizman, and since then we've been blazing.
You know, when you just said Blaze, you know, I just remembered something we used to watch back in the day as children, you know. From blazing
Sword, you know, yeah, all those kind of things. You know, so that's, you know, so now from there.
Wow.
So
Okay, so let's get a bit personal now. What are those things you like?
Things I like.
Maybe we should start with food and
Food.
Yeah.
Larry doesn't look like he eats much.
I don't really eat much, you know, but I like my traditional food.
Amala.
No, ikokore.
Which one is that one again?
Oh, if you chop that thing, you go trip.
It's almost like porridge, but
Yeah.
it's not yam porridge.
Exactly.
Just
like
a-
water yam
like
kind of.
You don't go everywhere for Nigeria.
Now, what
Like
I chopped last
seriously.
night with that.
Cocoyam.
Water yam
Water
kind
yam.
of. I've
Water
been
yam,
water,
yes.
water yam now.
Yes, but
Then
it's
they
prepared in a
grind.
porridge form.
Oh, sweet.
Come put all those kind things.
Don't mind him. I
fish.
understand that look. He's actually expecting you to do something like that for him to taste.
Come on, water
You're
yam.
gonna like it.
Honestly.
The only way I can eat water, I'm sorry to just on the side, there's something there, the people from the south, from Cross River, Akwa Ibom, they call it ekpang kukwa.
That's
That's
why
made from water.
it
That's
takes
really very
time.
nice. That's
it
wonderful.
Takes time. But that's more like a snack. It's not
Yeah.
like a main meal.
It's really nice.
Okay, talking about that.
So that one had the food.
So
Which
how do
other
you
one?
unwind when you're not singing, when you're not in the studio?
When I'm not in the studio, well, I'm writing.
Right?
You know.
Books, songs.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
could be
who knows,
songs,
it
it
could
could
be
be books, it could be proposals, it could be anything. You know, I love writing and I like reading a lot. You know, aside that, I like hanging out with the beach. I mean, at the beach rather. I just say with the beach.
I was gonna say.
Oh my God!
Hey,
At the beach, at the beach. He didn't sweat. He didn't sweat. At the beach.
I like hanging out at the beach, you know, because I mean, I live, you know, somewhere close to the beach, so it's always accessible for me whenever I just want chill. I can just go there, relax, and feel cool. Then go back to my house, then play PlayStation.
Okay, so let me sound like, because there was a music festival I went for in Festac, and they talking to people there. They were like, all the artists just everything you do is on the island. Send mainland people, and it brings me to want to know. Do you guys not have plans to do things? For
Next is not be like a West Coast, East Coast thing they had
No,
back in the day. The island, mainland.
Me,
thing.
I grew
But he's
up-
always coming to the mainland. He was on the mainland in Christmas.
Me, I grew up in Agege. I went to Newaya High School inside core of Agege. You understand? I lived in Egbeda for like 15 years.
Wow.
You know, but at the point, where you don't live a very long time, you need to move out. You need to leave your comfort zone. A lot of people, let me see. A lot of people you see on the island, a lot of them now from Agbado Jai and come from, but they had to just move away from that environment. Not because that environment wasn't good enough for them. Well, good enough in quote, but at some point in your life, you could just want to leave that comfort zone, to somewhere that is more challenging. So I'm not in the category of people that say one thing. If you want to party, really party, where. Now mainland now.
Speaking of partying, you did something on the mainland during the Christmas period.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Man, that was a massive carnival, man. Goan Estate Carnival, massive one. I'm happy that I was part of it. Kudos to YQ and all the organizers of that event. We had close to 20,000 people. Nobody say mouths. I have videos. We have evidence that you can show that this is massive crowd. All the clubs in Alimosha everything was shut down. Everybody not there, everybody there. All the night vigil now there with drum, everything not there. So it was a very, very huge turnout, and it was very, very.
Are you going to replicate something like that anytime soon?
Well,
tours and concerts, in major,
well, basically, I wasn't part of the organizers, but looking at what, how it turned out, and I've made myself available to them, and right now we're actually putting heads together to see how best we can, package our brand and sell it to,
Wow,
that's a good one.
That's good to know. Okay, but before we go into something else, I also want us to talk about your personal life now. A lot of people just think each time you talk to an artist and you ask them wedding bells, when they tell you, no, I'm still building my life, I'm still building my
the
career.
wedding bells have even rang a long time ago.
Oh, that's true. Let's understand their view. Their view.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know, I just eat something in talk.
Make we just understand.
All right.
Their bio means he's taken, or their bio means, well.
You've not even asked the question, so I don't even know why I said that.
I've asked the question actually.
Okay.
Would there be wedding bells this year, or probably you've married?
There won't be any wedding bell this year.
Meaning you're married?
Yes, I am married. Yes, I am married.
Okay.
Happily married.
Wow.
Any other question?
Okay, that's good. So it's actually to not Justin. It's time for him to be married.
Why did you always bring that up?
Just I was here, I was actually arguing with I forgot her name. Patient, yeah. She was like, you know, I was telling her that, but she know, but now I guess it's.
Yeah, he's actually, he is married. Okay, but the thing again is that how do you make sure that with all of this you try to create a balance so your personal life doesn't really suffer for music?
Well, that's one of the beauty in you marrying your friend. You know, I'm gonna leave that marriage first. Okay. You know, having a partner that understands what you do, that understands your hustle. A lot of marriage don't work these days because one person don't get sense. Yeah. You know, if only one person just get sense among the two, that okay, this is this guy's hustle. This is what brings food to the table, and this has a timeline. You know, and if also the man self gets sense to make the woman understand okay, this is what it's all about. She understands. If there's good communication, it's always easy to balance. Okay. You understand? And the woman go even the arrange what you go the club self, so.
Okay. All right, Larry, we have to let you go now, but before we do that, I just want you to reach out to your fans there, maybe a message for them for the new year and all of that. Yeah,
basically, it's your boy, Blaizman, or I doubt. Always happy to be on this platform, always happy to talk to my fans, everybody out there looking at me, always happy to talk to you. But basically, we have a lot of things happening this year. We're going to take it from, one step at a time. But believe you me, Blaizman is here and it's going to feed you back to back this year. Good lamba, good jams.
Let's just say he's going to blaze us this year. He's
so good to be here, guys.
Okay, so how do they follow you? Social media?
Social media, well, my social media handle on Instagram, Twitter, I am Blaizman. The Blaizman is spelled B-L-A-I-Z-M-A-N. I am Blaizman on Twitter, on Instagram. Follow me, I go follow back.
Follow.
Follow.
All right, thank you so much, Blaizman.
Thank you for having me.
I still gotta say today we'll take a very quick break and we'll bring in yet another artist. Stay with us.